Now, the 13 WMAZ Sports Report with Cecily Stout, sponsored by Farah and Farah.
Sports fans, welcome to another wonderful weekend of sports. I'm here at historic Davenport Field for the third-ranked GMC Bulldogs. The Dogs are coming off of their bye week, hosting the Fighting Tigers from Andrew College. Here come the Dogs barking into another matchup, ready to attack as one. And here's an example. 4th down, Chip Cooper keeps this one and attracts a crowd of Tigers, but his Dogs got his back as they moved the chains after a tough run. Later in the drive, some trickery gives the QB a break and allows him to walk right into the end zone. The Bulldogs strike first, and GMC's defense wasn't messing around neither. The Tigers trying to claw their way downfield, but a pack of dogs say no way, go the other way. That drive would stall, GMC back with the ball. And this offense wastes no time. Cooper fakes the handoff and gets it out to Trenton Smith. The freshman tucks the ball, and it's all over from there. A 2-play drive gets GMC right back on the board, Dogs up by 14. Second quarter, Cooper hands this one off to Keenan Phillips, and for good reason. 2 broken tackles, and 45 yards later, the Offensive Player of the Week gets a touchdown for the Bulldogs. That play was the only one of the drive, and it was all GMC needed to lead by 21. And the dominance continued on the defense with Tyquavius Holland. The lineman wraps up and barrel tosses the Tigers running back. Andrew College having a hard time getting into the red zone, but the Dogs are calling it home. Cooper with the quick dot back to Smith, then it's straight grit. A spin move and a bulldoze gets Smith back in the end zone, and the Dogs are rolling. With their 63-0 win over Andrew College, GMC is now the GCAA 2024 Conference Champions. A great day here for the Dogs as they continue to dominate this season with their eyes on the playoffs. And speaking of playoffs, we've got some softball teams looking to bring home some cargo. Sammy Costas tells us more from Columbus.
We have good and great news coming to you from Columbus as 3 local teams came here to compete for a new trophy Saturday. Up first, the Brentwood Eagles. First inning, Brentwood digs itself a deep hole, letting up 7 runs. A deep shot by Ava Rathel seals the fate for the Eagles as the Warriors rule Brentwood 15-0 in just 3 innings. Next up in the winner's corner, the Westfield Hornets, entering as underdogs the Piedmont Cougars, forcing an if game. A true back-and-forth battle on the diamond. Several big hits caused lead changes, but it was a strikeout by Lauren Davidson that handed the Hornets their 8th state title in a row. Westfield finishes the game early, winning over Piedmont 26-18 in 6. Tattnall Trojans, looking for the single game finish over George Walton, started the game down by 3. Tie it up twice. Molly Kemp's pop fly catch gives the Trojans the victory. Tattnall takes home the trophy this year 9-7 after coming so close last season. Huge congrats to all our Central Georgia teams that competed in the finals. Sunday at 6, I'll share the sights and sounds from the South Common Softball Complex. Reporting in Columbus, Sammy Costas, 13 WMAZ Sports.
Thanks, Sammy. So great to see some hardware coming back to the 4-7-8. Switching gears back to the gridiron, here are some scores from college football Saturday. Mercer takes its first loss under Mike Jacobs in Birmingham. What started out as an even conference game eventually turned into chaos due to turnovers. The Fort Valley Wildcats took a tough FCS loss to the South Carolina State Bulldogs. Saturday was the first time these 2 programs had played in Fort Valley's 60 seasons. It was a successful homecoming night in Statesboro, the Eagles creating some momentum for themselves as they advanced to 5-2, and the Yellow Jackets were without their starting QB Hayes King against the 12th-ranked Fighting Irish. They take the tough loss in the Bends and were outscored by 18 points. Another week of college football in the books. We'll wrap up the top 5 matchup between the Dogs and the Longhorns tomorrow when we hear what head coach Kirby Smart has to say about their performance. All right, that's all for now in sports. In Milledgeville, Cecily Stout, 13 WMAZ Sports.
The 13 WMAZ Sports Report, sponsored by Farah and Farah.